time it is, buddy?
Fever time.
Yeah, man!
Fire.
Everything that you carry, any luggage you take, all the ghosts you keep in hiding, they don't scare me away. No, 'cause I can't stop falling in love with you. I won't stop falling in love with you. I can't stop falling in love with you, with you. There's a past that keeps on calling, or if it keeps you awake. I won't let a scar keep me from your lips. I catch every tear from your face. 'Cause I can't stop falling in love with you. I won't stop falling in love with you. I can't stop falling in love with you, with you. I can't stop falling in love with you. I won't stop falling in love with you. I can't stop falling in love with you, with you.
What's up, everybody? Happy Friday to you all, and we are going to dive into some Severance tonight. So happy Friday night fever, and welcome Miss Dana Marie, my bestie, my ride or die, my favorite co-host. How you doing, honey? You ready to talk some Severance?
Oh, I'm so ready. Gotta switch gears. Gotta switch gears.
I
Gotta
know.
flip off
I
one
know,
switch
right?
and flip on the other.
Oh, and we're going to do a lot of back and forth tonight, right? Because we got Silo right after this. So lots to
know.
do tonight. We'll dive into quite a bit of things tonight between here and the Discord. Yes, I cannot wait to dive into it with you. And also joining us tonight is our good friend Ray Barnes. How you doing, hun? You excited to talk some Severance?
Yeah, absolutely. Doing all right. Glad you guys will have me back here again. And I'm ready for Severance. And I love this is a good night.
Oh yeah, we're gonna jump in the Discord after the stream tonight, guys, and we're gonna watch the next episode of Silo. What are we at? Like episode 4, I think.
Yeah, I think
there's
so.
a lot going on this time of year. We're trying to keep up, but yeah, I think we're somewhere around episode 4 of Silo. So definitely on season 2, and we're gonna talk season 1 of Severance and get ready for season 2. God, there's a lot of man. That's why I got a notepad, Dana, because it's.
I can't wait till we sit down tomorrow and try to make our calendar. That's gonna be
I
so
don't talk about
much
that.
fun.
Look, no, we talk about that. Okay, we're here to talk about fun things, not that. I'm talking about calendar. But yeah, guys. So let's see who we got with us tonight. And thank you all again for joining us on an awesome Friday night. It's cold here. Dana, don't say nothing.
I know. No, I will give you a little bit of slack because it is cold everywhere. So
It's
you
cold.
will get a little bit of leniency from me for now.
It's cold, but you know what?
Yeah,
We're here, and
it's
it's gonna
fucking
be okay.
freezing.
It's just a little bit cold. You're probably freezing where you're at. I'm just cold, but that's okay because I got to do a
It's
fire today. You know,
definitely cold.
look, I got to play with
Uh,
fire today, so I'm happy. All right, got to
We
have
are
a little
we are at
fire.
24 we are at 24 degrees here in New York.
I don't know where we're at. Knowing me, it's probably only like 60 degrees outside, and I'm complaining.
it was like 17 degrees this morning.
I don't know. I don't remember what it is right now. I just know it's cold outside. I know I was able to do a fire outside. It made me happy. But let's see who we got hanging out with us tonight. I see Gothic Chick was first and foremost. I love this show. And yeah, Severance was a good one you guys got us to watch. Actually, me and Dana hadn't seen it. You guys kept talking about it. So we checked it out and
Yep.
it was interesting. It was the word I think I'll use. I got a lot of questions. Like my notepad is kind of getting full because I don't really have so much questions, just like phrases / half questions and like words and people's names with a whole bunch of question marks surrounding them. For instance, Helly R and Mark. Helly R is just question marks all around with her crazy bullshit. And then there's something with Mark, but we can get into that. Me and Ray were talking about a little before the stream. It was something. It was something. Let's see who else we got. I see PM hanging
What
out.
synced what synced this show for me, that fucking ending, I was like mouth dropped, like, oh my, the ending really sealed the show for me. That cliffhanger was phenomenal.
It was interesting. It's a very interesting show. Because them last couple episodes got real spicy, real quick,
Yes.
in more than one way. There were goats and waffle breakfast perks and overtime.
We found out.
Some crazy dance
I'm
moves.
trying to remember what was the lady's name? Was it Haley? Julie?
Which one?
The
Is it
one who ended up being like the heiress.
Helly? You want Helly R?
Haley R. Okay, yeah. So finding out that she has some type of connection to the company as like an
Yeah.
heiress and stuff like that. That was a big reveal.
Oh yeah. What's up, PM? And we got Kiwi hanging out with us. See who else is hanging out because we're gonna dive into the show. Because once we get into it, we're gonna really start going crazy with it. Because like I said, I got a few notes. I see Amy Cinnamon Sweet hanging out with us tonight. Welcome everyone. I see Bitey. What's up, Bitey? Always glad to see you hanging with us. I see Vanessa hanging out tonight. What is up, Vanessa Wicked? Glad to see you hanging. I see All City hanging out with us as well. Welcome, hun. Hope you're having an awesome Friday night, guys. And yes, PM, the intro was actually an oldie. It was not quite a new intro. It was a little bit of an oldie. Uh-oh. Ray, I think you're getting a little bit of feedback. Oh, there you go. It's fixed. But yeah, that intro was actually one we had a long time when we not our first intro, but one of the first ones we did. So we thought we'd bring it back because I didn't quite have one for Severance. So we went one we already had. It worked, and we love it. What is up, Ty? Welcome, welcome. We're going to get ready to dive into it. So let's see. Where do we start? Let's see. Do we start with the fact that how many departments? Do we know how many departments there are? I tried to suss them all out. And I had, let's see. We got MDR, optics, wellness, management, perpetuity, the security wing, and the goats.
What kind
We
of
don't know
what
what the
kind of
goat room
department
is.
is perpetuity?
I don't know. They called it as a department when they were going over the map and the departments and stuff.
Yeah, I know.
It
That's
was the
just a crazy
perpetuity
department
wing.
name.
I don't know, man. It was like the sections in the building. I don't know. I don't know what the goat room is. What's with the goats? They're in the picture. They're in the dance. Dude's feeding them. That was weird. Hang on, let me bring that image up. There's a lot of weird stuff in the show. But you guys in the chat, let us know what your favorite part of season 1 of Severance was, and we will definitely dive into it. What about you, Ray or Dana? What was y'all's favorite? If you had to pick a favorite part, what was it? I'm trying to think. I liked it when dude started freaking out with his nightmares. Irving.
Oh yeah, when the goose started coming out.
Stuff. Yeah, that was wild. He was like an
Him,
artist.
his romance was hilarious to me. Him and Christopher
I
Walken.
know he got his heart broken at the end. Yeah, this was wild. Oh, it's crazy.
It was like one of those things I'm watching on TV, and I'm like, "Am I watching this? Am I really seeing this?" Christopher Walken and the guy from Oh Father, Where Art Thou? Like, yeah, it was that was something that caught me off guard, but I actually loved it. And then, like you said, his scene when he finally goes over the dark or into the darkness, the goo starts forming around him. He starts seeing it everywhere.
It was pretty wild. See, Bitey says they aren't ready. Don't worry about the goats. Look, I worry about the goats. Okay, there was a lot of goat references in ways that I don't even know if I can show on YouTube. I don't know. I do have.
Those
you know what?
Goats. All I kept thinking was like, are they like sacrificed or something? Like,
I don't know. Can we?
Poor little goats.
They were questionable because, like I said, they were in the paintings and stuff, or the propaganda kind of paintings they have everywhere.
No, I missed that.
Of the founder. It's got like the founder. Hey, I'm gonna have to remember because let's see, was it in this one? No, not this one. It was before that one. It's like it's one of the first images that we see when here it is. It's not. It's the ram, but it's like the ram and the goats and stuff. Like they keep bringing up these kind of images, and because all this is in that dance. The wife, the ram goat dude. I call it a goat, but it's, I guess it's the ram, the jester, and then dude is up here with his 9 core values on his whip. That is just, this is a weird corporate cult type situation.
Yeah, it's super weird. I didn't notice that part. That's a good observation. I wonder what that means.
Like I said, I don't know.
That's why I'm starting to think like a little cult vibes. I think it goes
very
further
much so.
than just a corporation.
No,
like
very
there's
cult.
definitely some cultish vibes with this show.
Very much so. Absolutely. My guess is petting zoo. It's something, Bitey. It's something. Not quite sure what. And Dark Elf says, when the fat dude hackles the boss guy, yeah. Look, they pushed him too far. They showed him, he went to they made him do overtime, saw his kid, and he wasn't having fun with the party time. It wasn't party time for him. And he may or may not have bit somebody. This guy right here. He was not happy. And he may or may not have bitten this guy. There's his face.
He Mike Tyson'd his ass.
There's a little. Well, he full Mike Tyson. He just the arm.
He still took a chunk.
Since you bringing him up, it was kind of weird the scene that he had with Milchek in the closet. I think that was like the last episode or two.
You know about in the security room?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Well, no. When Milchek brought him out.
Oh, you're talking about before this? Yeah, before this, when he does the overtime.
Right.
Yeah, they didn't know about that. They didn't know they could pull this. This right here. He's like, oh wait, overtime. What? It's my closet. You like how he touched the clothes and shit.
It made me think that him and just because of how he was in his house and in his closet and stuff like that, and how the child reacted, it made me kind of think that they may have been in some type of relationship.
Well, I think 'cause that's how like the overtime works.
Yeah, same. Like, I think that he was just shocked to actually be like woken up in his like other side's home. Like, he was shocked. And
Well,
then
that's
having
what
his
sparked the
kid,
rebellion.
seeing his kid, yeah, like
Yeah, because
seeing
they
his
weren't supposed
kid,
to
he
see
doesn't
that.
know about his family. Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't supposed to see that. So essentially, what happens, I think, is Mildred comes to the house and is like, we got to do an overtime. I need to bring you back in for a few hours or whatever, a few minutes, whatever the time is. And he told the kid to count, and the kid didn't finish the count, and it kind of messed it up for him because he wasn't supposed to see that. And he didn't.
Yeah.
Then, of course, Milchick didn't follow protocol either in the overtime because he was supposed to clear it before he did it. So he couldn't even. So they all fucking up right now. Corporate's not going to be happy. It's protocol for a reason. They're not following it. And what's her name? Mrs. I had to write their names down. Remember everybody. Miss Cobell, that crazy chick. She's fall. I don't know what her deal is, but it's a big question mark. Is she like got a thing for the founder or something? She's like super into it. And what is her deal with Mark and Mark's family and Mark's ex-wife that they apparently was dead, but she's not dead, and they covered that shit up. And out of all of the people that they're torturing, I feel the most for Mark's wife, the therapist.
So
She's only
you
been
think
out for
it's
what? How long did she say she gets to be out for? Like how many hours? That
she
she's
could be like a
totally.
clone or something?
I don't
Because
know. It could
because
be.
if my wife got into an accident, I would see her get buried and her body get buried and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So that's the lines that I'm thinking across. Like there should have been some type of body on the outside.
Well, and see, I don't know how far they went with it. I don't know if he didn't really check and like there was no body. It was too, like they claimed the body was so messed up you couldn't really see it. And I don't know how far he was willing to go in actually observing. Because it maybe, I don't know, but you could be right. I mean, it could be a clone. Like I said, what all does Loomis have its hands in?
Or maybe they
It
have
was
some
big.
way to reanimate bodies or something like that. It could be anything with this show.
No,
This show
I
is
was
crazy.
also thinking cloning because with what they can do, cloning it wouldn't shock me if it was. But also, it could very much be that they did something like they set up that lady, his wife, after she passed away. But it just like I don't know, like why her of all people? Like there's got to be some deeper connection between the two of them. Because
That's
out
a
of
good
all the
question.
people in the world, like out of all the people in the world, it happens to be his wife that they choose to do this. And then he then chooses because of his, sadness and depression to have this procedure to join the like it, unless it was all a big
That's what
setup
I'm
to
saying.
begin
There's
with.
something weird between the company and Mark, and particularly this chick, his wife, Miss Cobell.
The
Because
baby,
she initiates a lot between these two. Even their last quote unquote wellness check when she's fired or she's getting ready to be like fired or whatever, she's like watching how they're reacting to
Yes.
one another and then tells, okay, now she needs to go back to the whatever is behind door number red elevator, bad elevator door. Bad elevator door. She was like had tears in her eyes. Like she knew what was coming. It was bad. And I'm like, but the whole time, remember the candle that Miss Covell took from Mark's house was her candle. It was like a candle in her Christmas decoration box, had her name on it. And she brought that for the wellness visit. Like, it was this weird, like, push. Like, I don't know if it's just because they're testing out how far their severance program can go, like making sure it works perfectly. So we're gonna, basically fuck these. They're like, just
I don't I
animals.
don't necessarily know that what she's doing is aligned with the company, because it seems like she's on her own kind of crazy stuff.
She's seen, like, you talking about Miss Cobell?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
she's
doesn't seem
like,
like
I
she's
think
aligned with.
she's in line with the company, but not so much the company. Like, think about it. Like, remember when they went to the perpetuity wing and it showed the founders and then it showed the CEOs?
Yeah.
She's, I believe, loyal to what the founders would represent.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
Yes.
Like she's a loyalist.
Mm-hmm. Whereas the newcomers, so to speak, the chick that's the PR chick, and some of these other people in the corporation, she didn't see them as like. I think Miss Cobell might have blood lineage, or she hopes she does, because it shows like her whole. Let me see if I can find the image real quick. When she's doing like her weird cult prayer thing, and it's got all of her stuff mixed in with like the founder shit. She got like an altar at her place. Real
Hey,
weird.
Yes.
while you're bringing that up, you want to talk about some favorite scenes? The scene where the security guy went to her house.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, "What the?" He's basically like, "What the fuck do you have on? Like, what are you doing?"
Nope, she's wearing the nurse's outfit because she was trying to. I said, "What is her deal?" And again, going to Mark's sister to be, to help nurse and take care of the baby. Like, lady.
Yeah, that was crazy. He was like, "What are
Yeah,
you?
like
What are you
she's
doing?"
over getting involved with them.
Mm-hmm. And particularly
Like
with
she's
Mark.
overly on like
Particularly with him.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
Like, this chick here is just weird. And yeah, Pam, she's not very good. I would not say she's good. She's crazy. Crazy, crazy chick.
yeah. And
Well, it's
then
it's
I
just
mean, sometimes
horrible
good and
what
bad
she
could be
does to the two
subjective.
of them. Like you said, stealing the candle, purposely putting them together, and like almost rubbing it in their faces in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's an evil lady.
It is very weird. Because even like I said, the 9 core values, they're weird. They contradict each other slightly, or at least they seem like they do. Not completely, but it's just weird. Their vision, what is it? Verve, wit, cheer, humility, benevolence, nimbleness, probity, and wiles. I'm like, all right. That is, if you hear her, like, she actually says these throughout the episodes when she's sitting, like, in just like in this trance, like, she'll say the
Yeah,
core values constantly. That's what I mean. Like, she's a loyalist as into what the original sort of core of the company was, probably before other hands got involved with it. Which now it seems to be involved in everything, right? Like, they were showing the dental work. They were talking about cells. We see them doing the severance and how far that goes, even to the fact that mothers who were having babies, the politician's wife, she was
yeah. I'm glad you
having
brought that up.
her severance while she was, getting ready to deliver, or through the delivery, like.
So on that note, how far do you think this goes? I mean, it's obviously
It looked like
seems
they
to be
want it
out
to go
at
pretty
least
far.
outside.
It looked like they want it to go pretty far. It looked like they're setting up to have legislation done at the end of that season with the politicians set up and all that stuff. So they were trying to push further.
Yes.
The further use of the
Mm-hmm.
severance procedure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because the
Yeah, yeah.
politician's wife used
Would
it
so
to not
I've
put
never
through the
given birth
childbirth.
before. So let me ask y'all, would y'all do a severance to give
No,
birth?
no. I probably wouldn't do severance in
No.
general. Like, just personally, it doesn't matter whether, and we're not just talking about pregnancy. I mean, just any of the forms that they would try to show it on the show. Mostly because I would never want to give any entity that much control over any part of me. So just the
So
way they let you
Yes,
know on the
agreed.
basis of the fact that because they tell you explicitly that while you are severed, while you're on the property and you go through and you're during that severance time, the company owns basically all of your memories, all of anything that like they're in full control of you. I don't care how desperate I couldn't do that. Like I would just rather go on the streets and be all right. I personally just don't know if I could do that because that would just that would scare me to not know what happened.
I can definitely see that. I can understand. Me, I don't. I'm not talking about giving birth. Just if there is any reason why I would do a severance, I'm on the same page as you. Like I'd be scared that anything that where I don't have control of my body is freaky to me. So
Mhm.
yeah, I'm on the same page. What about you, Dan?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't want anybody to have that control over my life or anything like that. And I that's because everybody knows that like AI and technology freaks the hell out of me. So there is no way that I'm putting that in my brain or letting somebody mess with my brain in some way.
Yeah, definitely. And it looks like we
That's
got 5
scary.
gifted memberships. Hang on. I gotta pull them up. I was trying to pull up YouTube too so I could see who gets these lucky 5 gifted memberships from Vanessa Wicked. Thank you so much, hun, for that. You were most generous. Let's see who gets it. We got exiting the dang it, Dana. We always say this one wrong. Exiting the paradigm. Paradigm.
The paradigm.
Paradigm. Dang it.
Paradigm.
I was
Yep.
almost had it. We got see who else got themselves a nice gifted membership from Vanessa. We got Yvonne Keys, we got Katie Joe, we got Joshua Waterman, and we got Kayla R. Congratulations, guys, and thank you to Vanessa. You are awesome, hun. I'm clicking data. I'm gonna get there. Here you go. We got something for you, hun. Thank you again.
Pushing buttons.
I am. I'm doing. Shh. I'll get there. Here we go.
Welcome to the fever dream. Fever, you're on fire. Welcome to the burning desire. I said fever. Join the party. We're burning all through the night.
Thank you again, Vanessa, and congratulations to those of you who have got yourself a Fever membership. Check out the emojis. We'll have to change them up now. Maybe we'll add some other ones with the from ones. Oh gosh, we got to figure out what emojis else we want as well. I know I got to put the pearls in there for you guys when we clutch the pearls, and I don't know. We might have to put some like a severance and a silo. We need more space, Dana, for emojis.
We need more space. That was awesome, Vanessa. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much, hon. Yes, congratulations to all the winners. But this lady here, she mean. I don't like her. And
mean is an understatement. She's manipulative. I can't even speak. I'm so friggin' retarded, but you know the word I'm trying to say.
she's very. That's one of the core values, though, Dana. Is wiles to be devious and manipulative and cunning. You know, all right, I got one for you guys. So who is your favorite character so far out of the season? I technically have 2. This guy right here's one of them. I'm gonna see if I can find the other one.
Milchick.
I love me some Milchick, and hang on. No, I gotta find him.
I mean, Milchick. This is a dope name.
Just if he's in a scene, it's gonna be it's usually gonna be a
And
good
the
scene.
dance scene.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's just that smile be scary as hell because it's evil. But every scene that he's usually in is usually going to be funny or just like really creepy. So he's one of my favorites. And then Am I not gonna say? Here he is. Rickon, brother-in-law.
Yeah,
This is my
Ricky.
two favorite.
He's the I don't
Yes,
know the
I
best way to
love
describe it.
him. I love him.
He's like a stupid genius.
Hmm. I know. I just when they're in a scene, it's gonna have some
His book is
something.
friggin'
His book is ridiculous. What about when they were at the birthing place and he was freaking out while she's like in pain and contractions, and he's like, "Oh, I'm okay now. It's okay. We're okay." Like, dude, yeah, well, let's hang the seaweed.
Yeah, he's a weirdo.
Yeah, right. Let's hang the seaweed.
But yeah,
I don't know. I'm
what
a
about you
Dylan
guys?
fan. I love Dylan
Okay.
because he was a badass when he had to like sit there and hold the things and like let everybody out in the real
Mm-hmm.
world. And when he tackled the guy and had to sit through that dance eating those waffles.
Oh
I
yeah.
love Dylan. I'm a big fan of Dylan.
Here he is. Let me get him. They're Dylan. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Oh,
like
hang
him.
on.
He's like
Wrong one.
he's
Yeah,
just
Dylan is
so
somebody you know at work.
Mm-hmm.
Dylan, Dylan
yeah,
is that
right.
guy.
No, he's
Yes,
funny
he's my favorite.
throughout the season. Actually, yeah, he's actually, and to be fair, they have a pretty good cast all around. They were all had their little moments,
Yes.
but he was pretty good too. Like when you actually start thinking about, it, they actually had a pretty good cast for the show. Because it was like that weird cringe funny. Like you had the funny moments, but it was like super like weird and creepy and like oh. And he's like, yeah, I got all these things. Like he was so content up until the fact he saw what he saw, right? Like he was pretty content, like of, yeah, it is what it is. We're fucked. I do what I do. I'm just the best at what I do. Like he found contentment in it until he saw his kid, and then it was like seeing red again. Like a damn Chevelle song. Seeing red again. What about you guys in the chat? What were some of your favorites
But I
from
love
the
him. He's my
season?
favorite.
Hmm.
I'm gonna throw one out there. I'm gonna say
No,
Haley.
I say I love Dylan.
Oh yeah,
She went.
Dylan.
She went to the point where she was willing to kill herself. She was like, "Fuck this shit."
Oh yeah, yeah, no, she did. She went. She tried to unalive herself and delete herself from the program.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
She
Didn't
was
think about
not
that.
happy.
Yeah, just said that instead.
That scene was heartbreaking. Like that scene was
Sorry,
heartbreaking. Like you can't watch of herself,
but
like basically herself, like
her
you are no one.
determination.
That was crazy.
Dark Elf, you like Petey? Yeah, Petey was pretty cool. He didn't last very long, but he had his moments. Good old Petey. He was a good friend. He retired early and quickly from the company. I'm trying to find, here he is. The old Petey. R.I.P. He did not make it through the season. Poor Petey. He was okay until he wasn't okay. He forgot to go back to the doctor. He's supposed to go see her for a checkup. He didn't make it back to the doctor. Let's see what else we got.
I agree
Him.
here in the chat. Yeah, with PM right there, that same message.
I'll be honest, I don't know the show as well as From, but I wanted to be here. I think the main man is a good one. Yeah. Yeah, this show is an interesting one. It's like a weird corporate cult type thing. Like we're not sure yet. Like I said, it's one season in. We're getting ready for season 2, which starts next month, I believe the 17th. So January 17th on Apple Plus. Trying to remember everything.
Yes.
And so it's very, I'm trying to think of the word to describe it because it's even interesting for me. Like we don't even know how far it's go. It's kind of a weird sci-fi element to it. But just think, it kind of reminds me of that show a little bit, like a tiny bit of Mr. Robot, but a lot crazier.
I think it's another good mystery box type show, in my opinion. Just my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
If the first season of Severance continues, like let's say we got 3 seasons of Severance, just like we got 3 seasons of From.
Mm-hmm.
If the first season of Severance is as good as the other 2 seasons, they all stay consistent, it'll be a better show than From. I think
Mm-hmm.
that people will really gravitate to it if it gets some time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it took me about 2 episodes to really kind of get into it. Because it kind of slowly you start seeing more to it than what you think is going to be the show's kind of about. And by the end of the season, you're like, okay, this shit's like they going crazy. So I'm looking forward to seeing where they're going to go with it. Because they left us pretty heavy, right? Like they flipped on overtime. They each kind of went places, saw things, did things. Um, I'm curious to see if Martin's brother-in-law is going to help him, or if anybody in that party, like his sister or whatever, is like, oh shit, that's not normal. But we'll see, like how they're gonna, like, is Miss Cobell, is she gonna lose her job, or is she gonna have some sort of retraining? Um, a lot of questions to be seen. And all City says the goat is Martin. It could be. Because we know just about as much about the goat as we do about Martin. It's pretty accurate. And yes, Susie, you were talking about Irving and Bert. Let me find them. And they are a pretty cool duo. There's Irving. And let's see, Bert's a little bit down. We gotta get down in the episodes. Here we go. Here they are together. Yeah, there's Irving and Bert. Yeah, and honestly, anything with him in it, it's gonna be gold. He did a good job. They did good with their little combo, and I love how their departments were like. There's this division between the departments, like where they're basically thinking the other's gonna kill each other to keep each other away from each other, but somehow they still manage to find each other and start
Kind
talking
of,
stuff.
kind of like Silo.
Yeah, it was just weird.
Yeah, they have the different factions or different departments fighting with each other on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Because that picture, they showed that picture that had like a reverse. It had basically the opposition and the people who were fighting against the rebellion. They were in reverse in one picture, and then they were in reverse in the other picture for the other department.
Mm-hmm. These pictures were weird. They each had like a little phrase with them. Let's see, where was it? It was later. I think it was after this. Where we get to, is it this? No, that's another one of the images. Here it is. This is one. This is the one where it shows their badges, and there's like 2 versions of it where the badges are swapped. It's creepy. It shows them eating, like cannibalizing, freaking out. I forget the names of them too. Like, I didn't write those down to make the note of that. But they're weird because again, they got all this like sort of like propaganda throughout for sort of instilling certain things for them to constantly see. Because again, the severed version of themselves, this is all they know, right? They like when you think about, they don't know how much like a gallon of milk is. They don't know possibly what it feels like for the sun to be on their face, right? Because all
Yep.
they truly know is what they've seen when they're at work. And no, PM, I would not like to be severed. Because again, just for that reason, knowing that like you're almost creating another version of yourself, and it's like that's like torturing yourself. Like I couldn't do that. I just don't want to. It just seems weird. It's a little too far for me. But to each their own. Would never tell no one what to do with their time. I just personally prefer to know what I'm doing with mine. Let's see what? Yes, zombies. Yes, they turn themselves. There's zombie action going on in the paintings. Scare departments from each other. let's see. What else did we got here? Because I know there were some things down. We got definitely they want to make sure they are following. They're supposed to be following like certain protocols and stuff, but it seems as if, like I said, I can't figure out why Miss Cobell she's fixated on her own set, but it's like, you know, somebody's drinking the Kool-Aid too far and they think they know better. And like, I almost feel like she thinks the founder is talking to her. If that makes sense.
Yeah,
Like,
it does. She seems like she's a fanatic.
Mm-hmm. AB Cinnamon Sweet says, if all you're doing is working, that would suck. Yes. So essentially those who are severed, that is their severed version of themselves. Their, what is it? Their innie, as they call it, only knows what they see at work. So as it was described to Kelly, or not Kelly, Helly.
Yep.
She left on, I know, right? Like she leaves Friday, comes back Monday, but it was like no time in between to her. She was like, what, a whole weekend went by? It doesn't feel like it. What the hell? Which is why I said for the therapist, Casey, she is only alive, she said, for the 30-second wellness visits that she gets with the different departments or people in the department. So you got to think she's only awake for what? Oh, no time, basically. She said something like when she had to stay and hang out to watch over Helly when Helly was trying to unalive herself. She was like, that was the best time she'd ever had, basically, because she'd never been awake for that long. Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sad.
That's super sad. Casanova says Victor is the mastermind. Whoops. Sorry, wrong show. You know, maybe we'll get a Victor in this show as well, and he may be the true mastermind. You never know. Hold that theory. You guys hear it here. If there's a Victor in a later season and he's the mastermind, the Casanova called it early.
There you go. That's funny.
Sorry, I had a mute. Still coughing, guys. Still getting over a little cold. I did not want to have to cough all over the mic, but yes, I'm telling you guys, he called it. PM says that makes office potlucks impossible since they wouldn't know to bring a dish. Well, you know what? You're just in luck because they have such things, right? We get the melon ball social. We get an egg social for special events. I'm trying to find it. Hang on. There's an image in here somewhere. Where when they do certain things, they get the company provides them with a nice little something, something, something. Let's see, I think there was one at the beginning, right? The melon ball one was pretty early on. They look forward to it because, again, they don't even know what most of the food is out there. The only food they've ever eaten is what they get inside of the corporation, which is a snack from the snack machine every day and on occasion a melon ball social type deal. So they don't even get to know what pancakes are or pickles. They get waffle. One person gets a interesting waffle perk. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that. You must go watch the show to find out what we're talking about. When you find out about the waffles, you get more than you bargained for. It's a show.
Great dancing.
And a breakfast.
Choreography on the dancing is
it's interactive, apparently.
Top notch.
Oh, yes, PM. They have a dance party. Indeed. It's interactive, and they even let you have I was going to say something to participate with, but I couldn't think of something clever to say without it coming off bad because it was bad anyway. But yeah, so basically what they know are things like, what's in the vending machine. I think they give them like peanuts and what else was it? What do you guys think was in the vending machines? I can't remember. I have to find the image.
All the boring stuff.
And here we go. We get some tried roasted. It looks like
Yeah.
nuts, some kind, or was that an amabe? And then we get some raisins. We get some peanuts. We got some. Is that some beets? The fuck?
All made by Lumen too.
Mm-hmm. You know, some goddamn beets. That's your only snack for the day, Dana.
I know, that's fucking horrible.
Right, that's all you get, guys. Like, if this is your life, the only life you know, you get 1 quarter, 1 token. These are your options.
Yeah, no,
On
I'm
occasion,
gonna go for those
you
beets.
get some melon or a deviled egg deal. Shoot me now. No, I'm just kidding.
I know, right?
Just kidding. Maybe you don't remember the waffles. Go back and watch, guys, because I'm telling you, we might try to do a watch party before the season starts. Because the waffle party is something you'll never forget. I can't forget it. I didn't want to watch it, and holy shit! I was like, no, they not. No, they. I was so glad when dude ran out the door, and he said hell no to the party. I was like, we ain't gonna sit here and they ain't gonna do this to me. We ain't gonna sit here and watch this. Nah.
He was in rebellion mode at that point.
I know, right?
Once he's seen what he's seen, I don't want to spoil it for, get into too many spoilers. But once he's seen what he's seen, he was like, "Fuck this shit."
He got to. It took place in the perpetuity wing, in the house of the founder, in the
Right.
room where he lay down and no one else could. No one's supposed to touchy unless you get the waffle breakfast.
I just remembered that. What happened with that breakfast thing?
You just now remember? I was trying not to say things.
You kept saying something, and I was like, "What happened?" And then now when you said it, okay, I remember now.
And then you remember where it was located and for which you were not supposed to lay upon, but during the
Right.
waffle breakfast you could. There was a special item laid upon there that had the 9 core values attached to each piece to the item of choice for you to be able to, I'm assuming, use during said show.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to go back and watch
Yeah,
that.
go back and rewatch this, guys. I don't know how much I'm allowed to say, but it was a show. It was a dinner and a show. It was a waffle party. And oh yes, and oh awesome, Amy, because we are going to check out, I believe we're on episode 4 of Silo. We've been watching it in the Discord, so definitely go to the Discord tonight after the stream. About 10:30, we are going to check out Silo, the next episode. So come hang out with us of season 2. It's been good so far. Again, my brain's on Severance now, so I'm trying to when we say Silo, I gotta really remember. But yeah, we ended it. It was actually, the last episode was pretty cool. We're getting into it, into some lore, a little bit of things, some chaos. Some folks look like people may not want to stay in the silo anymore. We'll have to
and
wait
it's a
and
good
see.
read. Like, read the books. The books are really, really good for Silo.
What's better so far?
What's better so far? They're both good in their own right.
I was gonna say that's hard for me to say. Ooh.
It's like,
I haven't
there's
read the
certain
books, and
shows
I'm
that
scared.
Yeah, like there's certain shows that I feel totally butchered the source material, and I am not a fan of when shows do that. But when it comes to Silo, there are certain things that just weren't feasible for them to do for the type of world and the budget they have for the TV show. it's not like they have a Game of Thrones budget, so they're not able to do a lot of the things they really would like to do, and I understand that, but at least they're trying to keep to the core story of what Silo is.
Well, that's good.
Okay.
So
there it is. There's the party. That's all you get to see. Well, hang on. We keep going back. There you go. That was the waffle breakfast party.
yeah, it was breakfast at a show.
See? Now, my biggest gripe. Hang on. Did I have a proper image of it? Oh. I must not have the proper image. You can't tell from this image. But when you go back and watch it, there was, hang on, maybe it's in this image. Yeah. There is a unhealthy amount of fucking butter on that table. And I'm someone from the South, and we know unhealthy amounts of butter.
Right. There's no such thing as an unhealthy amount of butter.
I don't know, man.
That's
There's
what
like
it is.
3 fucking waffles there,
That's
and there's
fake
almost
news.
2 sticks of fucking butter on the table.
Yeah.
Some people
I'll
like buttery
probably add
waffles,
some more
Scarlett.
butter.
He's fucking crazy as hell. It's unhealthy. There's no way he's going to eat all that butter. It's a waste. You do not waste
And some
good butter.
syrup.
But they do provide the milk, though. There's that.
Yeah,
There
is
you go.
isn't that extra butter on the side?
Right here, there's a whole fucking plate of butter.
Yeah, it's this was needed.
People
And he
like
deserves it.
butter
He
on their
he earned
waffles.
it.
He did. He earned them. Like, this is just so creepy, too. Like, he had to walk in here by himself. Fucking, oh, it's so creepy. This is creepy as fucking. This ending was so weird, man. I'm sorry. I couldn't with the fucking ending.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, if you pay attention throughout the whole episode, when they get to this fucking, like, breakfast thing, all the propaganda and shit and that they've put up and some of the things, they incorporated so many different pieces of it into this moment that I was like, well, this is... they drank the Kool-Aid. They heavy in the Kool-Aid.
Yeah. Well, one of the weirdest things about the show is that Ben Stiller has a hand in making.
Yes.
Yeah, the hand of this comedian making this mystery box show.
Okay.
It's pretty good so far.
Yes,
It
I very
is.
much like it.
Oh yeah. It's definitely an interesting pick to watch. But it had 9 episodes in the first season. I'm trying to think. Hopefully we'll probably get around the same amount, I'm assuming, for season 2. Everything about it was just weird. Because you hear nothing from them, right? They always talking through her. And it has that weird sound when the box is on. And they're like, the board would like you to start. Oh,
We're getting 10 episodes for season 2.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and then weren't we talking earlier about how when they go to what was it, the break room, and they all have the different voice or different.
Yeah, it's like their own version of torture kind of deal, like whatever the sound is and stuff. They have to read something. They're on like a polygraph that I don't think really matters.
You have to read it till he believes you.
Knowing that, he's looking back at Miss Colbert.
That reminds me of have y'all ever seen the movie 1984?
I don't think I have.
So in that movie, there's a scene where one guy is trying to brainwash another guy, and he's holding up like 4 fingers, but he's trying to brainwash the guy into saying that he has 3 fingers up. So every time he says he's looking at him, he's holding up 4 fingers, and every time he says 4 fingers, he fucks him up or he messes him up to like get his mind to conform basically. But eventually he gives in. But that's what it reminds me of. Like they having him read this monotonous sentence or paragraph over and over again until I guess he decides it's good enough.
Okay.
While they play weird stuff in the background,
Mm-hmm.
babies crying and stuff like that.
Oh shit. And they did that kind of like in here too. I mean, they made her what? How many hours? Like she went through a whole day or so having to just stay in the break room.
Yeah,
Yeah. They definitely break them down. And again, I figured for most of them, they probably don't let their outie know that the innie wants out. But for Kelly, Helly, they gave her the H instead of the K. It throws me off even when I watched it. But she, in particular, right, wanted she's part of the corporation in a way, so she, part of the family.
right.
She knew what kind of the deal was, so she was like, not going to give up anyways. Let's see what else we got.
Her outside self is just as determined to do what she wants to do as her inside self is. Like they're like really headstrong women. Like
her personality is definitely, even though on the outside she wants the company, that determination of I'm gonna do what the fuck I want is there regardless.
like they're threatening each other and stuff. Like that's crazy. How can you threaten yourself?
Yeah, no, she straight up told her, I'll kill myself. I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. She didn't care. Neither self-care. And I'm like, there's definitely some therapy needed. Definitely a therapy session or two. Again, it really is weird. Like the whole concept is weird, and then how they have things set up, right? Because they would get a map that's kind of that PD drew out trying to determine where stuff is. What it means, I have no idea still. It's another one of these, like you said, mystery boxes where we're getting some things that we don't quite know where they're going with it. Is it, I don't know, is it going to be like, is it just what you kind of think it is, as in just that creepy sci-fi cult, or is there a little bit more darker elements to it even than that? Like I'm thinking, like, are they going to even bring in a supernatural element, or is it going to be all just surface cult kind of stuff?
Yeah, I have to readjust myself as well because this kind of reminds me of the From map. So it kind of, I don't know, it kind of has the same thing going on with it. You got these locations and symbols. You really don't know what it means. I don't see no goats anywhere.
I know, right?
Looking for goats. Oh, you know what? I'll say that. But you got that thing up top looks like an eye, and then inside of it says mind. So it kind of looks like mind's eye. That's what it is kind of signaling.
And they got the cross over here. That's some squigglies. We don't know what it is. It's like the hive mind. Is that supposed to be like security? I don't know.
But it also makes me wonder, like, what else this company can do to people. Like, how deep does their control go? Like, what else can they do with the flip of a switch? Because when you saw that control room, there was so much more in there than so I think that they might actually be able to permanently either shut off like one or the other.
They get you because they have full control of you in a sense.
Yeah. So what better way to control a society than if you get people to sever themselves, and then you're just able to shut off their outie, and then you just have full control over all these people, because they're basically raised almost like infants. They only know this world in this building. So what better way to fucking control people and make a fucking mindless society?
Which is why, like I was even asking earlier, like kind of same thing you're asking is how much do they have their hands in? Like really how far do they go with it? Like, yeah, they're controlling everything. Because they showed it, they talked a little bit about it in some of the episodes. Sort of what Loomis was when it started and then kind of where it is now. It's pretty creepy. So yeah, they don't have, and then
they could be living on Lumen World.
You get to like the ending of the season, right? And you see all the politicians, and they're getting ready to try to do all this new legislation again, like you're saying, Dana, to push. What are they pushing for? How far is that control going to go? We'll have to wait and see what they give us for season 2. Speaking of which, if you guys want to, we got a trailer, and if you guys would like to watch, bring that up. So if you guys in the chat do not want to watch, we understand, but we're going to get ready to check out the season 2 trailer. And see what it is about. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting ready for season 2 of Severance, which will come out January 17th, I believe. And so not too long away, just a little over a month. Let's see what we got.
Everything they told you about Severance is a lie.
I give consent to sever my memories between my work life and my personal life.
We're not happy. We're miserable.
What is it we actually do here?
People forget.
My wife.
She's alive.
Who are you people?
Welcome back, Marcus. Been a minute.
Come and join the party, dressed to kill.
Oh, what the hell happened to the rest of his team?
Was that a different meal check?
I don't know. It was like the same one, but the rest of the team didn't see.
The way he was dressed.
Well, he looked like he got promoted, maybe.
Maybe. And then, what's up the balloons?
Well, no, it was the blue, and then
it's my first time seeing the trailer. This is crazy.
He got a whole new team.
He said, "Who are you people?"
And do they always keep this with one chick and 3 dudes? This department like that? I'm just curious.
Let's see.
Got the chick says January can't get here quickly enough. And yeah, it seems pretty interesting trailer. We got some things. Looks like folks might be joining that elevator visit that Miss Casey has been down once or twice, as well as it looked like Miss Cobell was going through some kind of tunnel, cave type situation. Let's see, where was that at? Go back. He's all kind of here she is. I don't know where the hell she's at. Miss Cobell's going down somewhere. She got the lantern. We get an interesting a little. Let's see, where was it? I want to make sure I don't miss. Okay, so see, we get to see some more of this door, some imagery of that elevator, which some folks look like we'll get to see that this next season. And let's see. What's up with this? So there you go. They may be clones. He's similar, but not quite the same. What's up with this? She think, Ray, are they clones? Do we gonna get clones this next season? What's up, Debbie?
No, I wouldn't
Glad
be
to
shocked.
see you. Glad to see you hanging.
Hey,
Thanks
Debbie.
for the love and support, hon. Yeah, I don't know. I'll say it could be. I guess there's caves in the basement. It is possible. And then we got
I'm not sure
twins.
about the clones, but it looks like they're setting something up like that because the same thing. He's dressed similar, but the colors are slightly off, just like Milchek.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a doppelganger situation or something.
Some weird, definitely. I'm side-eyeing. Let's see. We got an interesting little melon. Did I pass it? I might have already passed it. Where was the melon at? There was a melon head of somebody. I don't know why, but it stuck out to me. I was like, what the fuck's up with that? Because I like to throw these little fun things. Did I already pass it again? Dang it. Where's the melon? But yeah, this was pretty cool. I don't know, man. So Mark is when he gets at the end, it said something like he's been a minute. So they must have taken everybody out of commission for a second. Oh, or Mark. He got out of commission for a minute. They did not. Sorry, somebody outside's honking their horn. But yeah. Interesting. So what are some of your guys' thoughts on the trailer in the chat? Let us know. Let us know. And yes, Debbie, I could not agree more. What is the deal with the goats? I know. You can't wait to see the deals with the goats. Again, yeah, just some weird things in the show. Like, they just give us. We're trying to figure out what is the deal with it. What is the deal?
Excuse me for 1 second. I have to rip a cardboard box away from Nico.
Uh-oh. So it must be a Friday or a day ending in Y. Debbie says Severance fits putting the animals in the forest on from. Yep.
Yeah, there's a lot of similarities too that I've noticed between this show and that show. I don't know if it's just I got from brain or what, but like I said, the map, the fact that it's a mystery box show.
Yeah. Well, it definitely kind of may fit in the genre for sure. It's got a lot of those little like, what in the fuck's going on?
Yeah.
Them feeling like they're trapped there. This one to me is not. I don't feel like it's going to be quite as. Again, a few of these shows that we like, even Teacup and some of these other ones, they're not going to be quite as mystery box. I think as like From. From is so unique in how they do what they do. But these would definitely be some shows that if you're into From, you'd probably be into these shows. That same kind of vibe. Definitely could agree to that.
Yeah, I can agree too because it's something that you're not actually gonna. It's kind of like Lost, you know. It seems like they really kicked that off when they had that show, and some other shows since then have really been big on that. But that mystery box is something that I like a lot.
Yeah, definitely nothing out there is quite as layered as From. Very close, but yeah, From definitely. Yeah, cannot wait to see where that's going to go for next season. And we're still going to try to do the Fromies, guys. We have not forgotten about that. We're trying to do it for around New Year's. So we're going to try to put that together. If not, then just after New Year's, trying to get it together. and see what we can do, what kind of fun we can have for that. And of course, Ray, you are more than welcome to join us for that, as well as we're going to throw some invites out there for some of you other guys, some of the other guys who have joined us on panel.
Yeah,
as
I'm
well.
down to work.
And the award goes to.
I know I know, right? Because we got to come with music. Like we want to do it. It's gonna be a fun, lighthearted stream from. But we're gonna try to get some music and stuff to play and all that kind of good stuff.
If Jade wins, you never know. Maybe I could get him to accept his award.
Oh, don't tease us like that, Dana. The ladies in the chat can't handle such a thing. Cannot tease us with David Alpay. That's not fair.
I'll see what I can do.
Oh my gosh, Dana. Talking about a legend. Ladies, let Dana know how much you would appreciate that.
Let me know when y'all get Tabitha on the show.
So I guess we just have to give him an award.
The Ray's like, we would just do the Tabitha. We'll get Jay, they get Tabitha. It's fine.
Yeah, we get both together. Since they're a couple now.
Mm-hmm. Yep, they are. There's something. They are. Souls
no gym
bound
stopping it
together for all of eternity to find each other each generation. I think Chick says goat references Pan, and yeah, in Severance the goat could be referencing a Pan. I don't know where they're going with the goat reference.
Baphomet.
There's a lot of references. Yeah, I don't know where they're going to fully go with it. I thought maybe because Pan could also be a reference of like demonic, but I definitely thought maybe it was supposed to be like a reference to something evil. And he like his sin or his lust, and he was trying to like combat that.
There's definitely something weird going on.
You know how people used to take the whips and they'd whip themselves for their sins?
Yeah, exactly.
I kind of got that vibe from it, and you know how like then they would mix it in with like weird sexual things and cult things, and
I think it was the Rosicrucians used to do that. But the self-flagellation, yeah, they used to punch themselves pretty bad. I wouldn't do that, but the thing that really gets me about this show is that it does seem like there's something weird going on with like maybe some type of religion or a cult or something like that. So I think you're spot on with that
religious cult thing. Yeah, it's definitely
something like that is weird. Something weird is going on. And then the Miss Corbell's fascination with the baby, I don't understand that, but I guess we'll get some further explanation.
It was like she was still getting closer to Mark. It was like another way to keep tabs on him and the influences in his life, because they were concerned about the brother-in-law. Which I'm curious to see, like, how is the brother-in-law and the sister going to react? Like, how did they get that under wraps, right? Because we see in the trailer, like, dude's been gone for a minute. The Audi's aware of this corporation doing what it's doing, so how do they get him back? And what happened to the rest of his people? Or, like you said, is it a new Mark?
Yeah.
And how many properties do they have? Does Loomis own where they're like 2 people are living in the neighborhood of like 50?
But the thing that throws me off about that, like I said, is his sister. She seems straight. Like I can't see anything wrong with her. It seems like she would have to be involved, or Miss Corbell would have to have some type of the same interest in her as well, but it doesn't seem like that. So that's what's throwing me off about the situation. And then it doesn't seem like she's in on it either. So I don't know.
So it's weird. The whole show's definitely interesting. Within, even like you said, the corporation, how there's sort of a divide between her and sort of this chick here and the bosses. And then again, this dude here just cracks me up. I'm sorry. Every time
Main character.
He's just so fucking.
Yeah, he is funny as hell.
Guys,
It's
so
like it's like ironically, unironically funny at the same time.
he's like, although he's like, what did he tell Mark? You know, he made a highly controversial moral decision, but we support him in his decision. But you didn't support the decision. So full of shit. You did
Yeah.
not support his decision at all.
He came in one day trying to lay down the law and shit. That shit was funny as hell.
Let me bring the screenshots back up. Actually, I'm sitting here talking about the screenshots. I thought I was on screenshots. There we go. Yeah, that dude there. He's ridiculous. Dark Elf says cloning starts with goats. Well, there you go, guys. It may be in the cards.
That book, the title of some of those chapters,
Mm.
it's like
Nico's got something to say about it.
It sure does. I'm trying to.
It's like Morse code, but with squeaks. We haven't figured it out yet. But we'll learn communication before it's over with.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. As I said, I find it funny because she's like perfect timing
Right.
sometimes. Like she wants to communicate with and talk about us in the conversation as well.
She's watching too.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know she's watching and Mama watched it.
Yes, we killed the baby to get the squeaker out of it, so now she's got the squeaker.
Oh no. Oh.
So it looks like it snowed all over my room because the poor animal stuffing is just all over the place.
Oh no.
You deserved it.
In Nico's world, it sure did.
You're right.
That's what that stuffed animal gets. So shouldn't it?
Yeah, right. Shouldn't come messing around. Found out.
Smelling all delicious and stuff.
They'll say Nico behave.
Yes.
The PM says, honestly, working in corporate, this show is too familiar at times with the strange HR vibes. Yes, it's very scary corporate. It's everything that you don't want corporate to be.
So that's one thing I love about the show is that it does really play. If you've ever worked in a corporate environment, you've seen a lot of this stuff, and it kind of like plays it in a way that's like to the extreme. Like I don't know the best way to describe it, but the the way you interact with your coworkers and
the lighting, right? Just how things are boxed in and
the cubicles. Cubicles, desk ornaments.
It ain't shit ever working.
And then they're like doing work at a cubicle, sitting down at a desk, and they really don't even really know what they're doing. That's kind of what it is like being in a corporate America. You're doing work, like where is it going?
I know, right? And they really hit that even harder in this show, right? They take it a step further, and very much they're like, it's the work is mysterious and important, but we don't know what it is. The fuck? What is it?
It could be something sinister.
It's scary. It's scary.
I love how too when they do like the beginning, they're talking about what it could be, like what they could be working on, and they each kind of have like their own idea of what the numbers could mean. And I'm just like, what the fuck?
It's like a legend.
You're crazy.
Yeah, that is kind of crazy. They all got their own interpretation, and that it could be any one of them or none of them.
Right? So. You just never know. You gotta love the Office games. Like they have Office games.
It's kind of like Jim. I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna keep comparing the shows. I give up. But yeah, it's kind of like Jim writing on the wall and putting down everything that he could think of as far as what's going on in Frontville. That's kind of like what they were doing at that moment in time. Everybody actually, because it doesn't seem like they talk much either when it comes to the serious stuff, but it sounds like they sat down at one point in time and said, hey, what do you really think about this? And what do you really think about that? And they all had different interpretations and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
or different origin stories.
Mm-hmm. And PM says, "Oh, the icebreaker. Yep. The team building activities. Yes, that's right. Get to know each other a little bit. Look, and even Irvin thought he was going to get the trust fall, but they didn't. He thought he was, so no trust fall today, Irving. Yes, the trust fall. He wanted it, you know. And what is it later? What Mark gets promoted, or he gets his like his official promotion title or whatever. And she's like, and you are also entitled to a handshake upon request. He's like, I would like a handshake. Like, no, you can think. What is it? The Kirk or whatever the fuck the founder's name is. You can thank him that you're not basically fired. Like, well, my bad. All praise. Tell them they should be thankful that they don't have to worry about death. Is not something they have to worry about in here, right? That's for their outies. In the innies, they have the security of not having to worry about that. And they should be thankful for that as well.
What happened with Mark's wife?
Mm-hmm. Mr. Milchek told them they should be. He would think they would be more thankful and not, not be so out of line. Don't worry about Petey. He's gone. You don't have to worry about it. It's just weird. Oh, and they didn't always have the one woman. That's right, because they had the four dudes.
That is true. Somebody in chat said people don't shake hands as much in corporate America since 2020.
Since the Big C came to town.
Yeah, it's true. I've always been like it though. So
yeah, you gotta be careful you shake hands. But some people always carried hand sanitizer.
that is the most irritating thing in the world. When you get sick and you know somebody at work got you sick and you know exactly who it was.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, that motherfucker, that MFer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Dang.
I can't. Yeah. Stay away from me next time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I try to not get sick as much as I can, if that makes sense.
I don't like being sick. Look, man, this daggum cold. I can't get rid of it. Oh, here's that image again. And so you can see the item in his hand. This item was used during the waffle breakfast. It was laying on the bed. It's got
What
the
is it?
9. It's a whip.
Okay.
And it had the 9 core principles on it. Now you see what I was talking about with that weird, like punishing
Yeah, now I
yourself.
see, I'm looking at the picture in its like totality. I can definitely see
It's
how
got like
weird
his
this picture
wife.
is.
It's like he's like the founder, I think, and it's got like the wife, the jester, the
It's like
ram, and I don't remember who this person is supposed to be.
a glorious picture of a man about to beat up a bunch of people.
He's gonna beat
That's
the
what,
core principles into them.
right. This is weird. That's a weird picture.
I'm saying, man, you have to tune in to next season to find out more.
Right.
It's gonna get crazy. I feel like because it ended pretty wild. Like it ended on a what the fuck moment. So we're gonna see how they yeah, we're gonna see that. I'm assuming they're gonna open it up and let us see even more of what
City
that
Big Heck,
corporation is
pause on that.
about.
Say all City Big Heck, pause on that, man. He over there.
He want to be sick.
What? Nobody wants to be sick. Stop it.
Okay, I don't have time to be sick. Look, we got too much going on.
Yeah.
I can't function when I'm sick.
I don't mind being sick, but Thank you.
Well, when I was a kid, I didn't mind being sick because you get to stay home and you gotta do shit. It ain't fun when you're an adult. Somebody's because you ain't got mom and daddy to take care of it.
Yeah, you get some chicken noodle soup.
Yeah, I gotta make it myself.
Yeah,
It was fun when you was a kid.
That's the transition when from being the sick kid to a sick parent.
It ain't fun no more.
Well,
See,
you get you a hottie
I
toddy,
hate being sick.
you can do different stuff now.
Yeah, I
I
guess
was
so.
sick for like a fucking month.
I know I'm getting there, Dana. I'm getting close to your time. I was like 2 weeks now. Like, God dang it, go away.
The worst was when I lost my fucking voice and I sounded like I was fucking couldn't even talk.
Yeah, no, you had it pretty bad.
But I did that to myself. Nobody got me sick. I was stupid and I sat with wet hair in the cold and I made myself sick.
It happens.
So don't do that, people. Dry your hair.
You don't. Yep. No wet heads before beds, especially when it's cold outside.
Yep.
Get sick. Might catch something. PM says, "Oh, in corporate Secret Santa, those get so weird and awkward. I can only imagine. I don't even know what do you get for a corporate Secret Santa. I don't even want to know." Oh, Amy, I'm sorry. Yes, you said your daughter and you were real sick. It's going around. I'm sick. Dana was sick. I know a couple other folks who were sick. So it's just, I guess it's that time of year.
Yeah, during Thanksgiving, there was a bunch of family together, and I literally watched it jump from person to person, and then like I was the last person to get it. It finally got me like a couple days ago. So I understand. It's definitely going around.
Well, what's up, Vic?
Hey,
Hope
Vic.
you're having a good night. And guys, big shout out to Vic, who has been streaming Silo for us in Discord, which we will be checking out later tonight. So come join us. Check out another great show that you guys we're talking about, and so we definitely checked it out and we're enjoying it. It's been going pretty good so far. I like what we're seeing. A lot of rebellion coming.
Yes, my mom's actually gonna start Silo this weekend.
Okay. Getting Mama Susie in on it. Like to hear it.
Has she read the books?
No.
Okay, good. She'd be on the same level I'm on.
But she's going through, she's literally going through from withdrawal. She is still like, every time I go in her room, she's still watching from. She like started over
have her
from
watch
season
Severance.
1.
Severance, the only thing about Severance is it's one of those shows you have to pay attention. Like you have to pay attention to what's going on. You might have to put your phone down, make sure the kids are good and they're doing their thing so they're not interrupting. Like you have to pay attention with this show.
Yes.
Sorry, I had a knock at the door. Let's see, where were we? And yes, wet bed before head is not good.
Nope.
Solo mom.
Yes. She goes from mom to silo mom.
Silo mom.
Well, okay. You never know. She might. We'll see.
Okay. Silo mom.
My mom loves talking with everybody, so she's funny.
Yeah, because we definitely gotta get mom back on, so we'll get her into some things, and we might get her in. Maybe we'll get a little pop up of Mama Susie for New Year's. We'll see what we can work.
Definitely get a little Bailey's in her, and she'll be unstoppable.
Oh my gosh, are you sure you want to do that to yourself, Dana?
My mom's a hilarious drunk, so I wouldn't mind it.
Then. Good.
She only drinks on like New Year's, so.
You never know. She might. She may present some awards, and we may not have like awards.
If he
It's more
told
like
you.
a picture. It'd be like an image
Yes,
award.
I can't. We can't give it to the cast. So, but maybe I could have Jade accept an award if he wins.
You never know. We might have to come up with a category just so Jade can win. Then
I can see
Yes.
some awards going to some of these scenes with Boyd and like T and Chin, even Kenny. Like Kenny's been doing really good this season. So I could see some people maybe at least being nominated.
oh yeah, I mean, Jade always I should think would be, but Victor had some really really good stuff. God, if he don't
Yeah,
get nominated for something, and then of
I feel
course
like he should
Boy.
Jay should get something for just being an actor who plays the violin for real and uses it in the scene.
And even Sarah, man, she might need to get something for being most
Oh yeah.
wild.
Oh
Damn.
yeah.
Yeah, she
Sarah
was
turned it up this
badass
season.
this season.
Sarah
Jim wins
definitely
all awards.
turned it up to 100.
All City Jim wins all awards. Yeah. Poor Jim. He finally came around. I finally started to like him.
Elgin should get an award for most gruesome person, or I don't know.
Or,
How y'all want to look at
or
it? Like
most creepiest.
most.
All he needed was his van. All he needed to do was get the van and like start offering candy out to people.
Yeah,
You
he
want to
gets
come
a
get some
creepy
candy?
award, but he also gets like
Creepy.
a gore award too.
Something.
Yeah, and I'm assuming to still be surviving.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see what he's gonna look like next season.
Yeah, did he survive or not? We don't really know.
That's gonna be one ugly guy.
I'm curious what's gonna
I don't know
happen.
if Christy could fix that. His like eyeball was all dangling and shit. I don't know if
Yeah,
that could be fixed.
yeah.
There's like a lazy
Just
room.
imagine him at the diner sitting across from you and you trying to eat. And you're like, Elgin, can you go sit over there?
Right? Man, I can't wait to see where they're gonna take from. I can't wait. Like I said, I can't wait to see what they're gonna do with Severance. Like that trailer was crazy because it shows Mark without his folks. Like what happened to the rest of the MDR department? Macro data refining. What is the data that they're refining? We don't know. What's gonna happen to Helly and Irving? And what was his name? Dylan? Yeah, Dylan. What happened? Where'd they go? Because it was like Dylan was somewhere else, right? He was in like a new department in the trailer.
That's what it seemed like, yeah.
Well, we gotta wait and see. Like I said, I can't wait to find out and see where they take this next season.
Dylan is the most dangerous man alive.
Yeah. He bit that dude. That was wild. He went a little. He snapped. Okay, it's hard in corporate America.
You tick somebody off when they're so mad about it. They don't even want to be. He didn't even want to be free. He wanted to set everybody else free. He was like, I'll take this one. I've already sampled the outside. I want y'all to see it. I'm gonna do everything that I can to make sure y'all go see it. Like that's how mad he was. He was determined just like Haley was, or Hallie, however you want to say
Helly,
it.
yeah,
Kelly.
Kelly. I won't call her Kelly. They messed me up with the
Haley,
8.
Kelly, all
Man,
those
he
in
went.
between.
He
But
went a
yeah,
little crazy. There's his face again, guys. He was not happy about the party.
he snapped.
What did
He,
dude?
bro- he
What
broke
did?
he broke the skin.
Yeah, that's what he said. You broke the skin.
My,
What did
it's
Irving
like
say? It was like a level 2 or something. You're gonna need something tetanus, some shit. Oh
I
fuck.
got a call one day from my daughter's school. It said a little kid bit her,
Oh no.
and well, the nurse was giving me this long description of what happened, and in my mind, I'm just thinking, did he break the skin? Like,
Mm-hmm.
tell me that.
Like, do I need to go take my kid for a tetanus shot? What are we talking
Right,
here?
Right.
right.
Do I have to go get my child sanitized?
Luckily, no, but yeah, he broke the skin, and once you do that, that's a whole nother level.
And he still got his waffle breakfast.
He sure did.
Bitches. Gangster.
Very gangster. I told you, Dylan's the most dangerous man alive.
Mm-hmm. Kind of waiting to see another showdown between her and Miss Cobell. Cobal, whatever her name is. Because they was
So, do you think that she's Severance? That's something I couldn't
no,
really
I don't
tell.
think so, but I could be wrong. I mean, like I said, I'm not sure, but I don't think she is. I mean, she's PR, but
So that would mean if she's not, that would mean that she's able to go in and out of the company without being Severance.
yeah. Yeah, no.
I think that's
Mr. Milchek, Miss Cobalt, this PR chick, I don't think any of them are severed.
and the security guy.
Yeah, I
I
don't
think
think he's
yeah,
severed.
but he's
No.
dead now.
Well, he did. He didn't make it either. May he rest in peace.
Right.
He got blundered to death.
Right. He's off the playing board, or however you want to call it.
Yeah. Well, I thought maybe Mr. Milchek was getting ready to like get promoted to that spot, but it might not be that. It might be something like you said. They might be having like a whole. We'll get to see like a whole other office, be like another silo with this like clone version of Mark or something. I don't know. It's because the trailer's a little weird. When this show gets weird, so there's no telling where they're going to take it to in the next season for sure.
Yeah, I mean, that may not be their only facility as well. So maybe they can move to a different facility or something like that.
Could be. What's like I said, be weird is if it's not that Mark is in a clone, but like I said, Mr. Milchek is, like the management are clones. They're not severed, but they're clones or something. That'd be weird.
Yeah, something weird is going on. Once again, this is. I hope that they give us some answers in season 2, better than we got with From. I like From season 2, but I wish we'd have got more answers like we did in season 3. So
Mm-hmm.
hopefully they keep the pacing up. We'll see.
Let's see. What about you, Data? Might have already asked, what's your most look forward to in season 2?
I want to see more about what's going on with his wife. Now that he knows that chick's his wife, and I want to see, like, because you saw how there was like a drawing of a missing person's thing in the trailer on the wall somewhere is like missing. So I'm curious to see how he's going to deal with that now that he knows. Because look at just how Dylan broke just knowing about his kid.
Right?
You know what I mean? So I could only imagine like Mark he's going to burn this place down.
I'm saying I don't know how they're going to work that, right? Because he comes back. They show him coming back, or is any coming back, which means the Audi had to approve it, right? How are they going to get over that?
Yeah,
because he knows. Like even before he knew, right? Like he knew.
Mm-hmm.
And his Audi didn't seem to be cool with it. Like he knew this company was up to shit. Like he was already getting ready to do the whole Audi anything, whatever. Like get rid of your severance. He was starting to look at it.
So I don't know. It's gonna be interesting.
I know. I just can't wait to see what the brother-in-law, if he's gonna like, because when they ended the season, it had him kind of shouting out that it's my wife or something, or I forgot exactly what Mark said at the end, but he was like shouting it to like the brother-in-law, like the whole room and everything, and I can just imagine what the next line from his brother-in-law is gonna be.
Yeah, he was saying she's alive,
Yeah, she's
but
alive.
are they gonna know what he's talking about?
I'm saying,
Because
brother-in-law.
as soon as
What
he
do you
said that, he
mean?
got switched over.
Who's alive?
Yep.
I don't know. His brother-in-law's just gonna say something stupid. I don't know, but it's gonna be perfect.
No, I like how they did that though. That was a good cliffhanger.
Mm-hmm.
His cliffhanger and Helly's cliffhanger, where she's
Yep.
standing in front of all those people, telling them what's going on, and then would those people even care?
Yeah, not sure because these people again seem to know maybe probably what Severance is about, and just know, okay, it was just a little glitch, everything's fine, and that again was her grandfather or whatever. And this dude, old creepy, one of the
Yeah,
family members of the company.
he looks like he has a like prosthetics
He
on or
creepy as
something like
hell
that.
standing back there looking like that. I don't trust him.
All right.
Let's see. Vic says, I guess the question we should be asking is why did they decide to get severed? And we kind of know a little bit about Mark and his situation, but everyone else, not so sure. It could be financial. I don't know how much, the money, how good the money is for the program or being part of the program.
That's
We
true.
know
What's the guy with the black goo?
Irving.
Irving. Irving seems like he has some type of PTSD or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Like he was maybe in a war or something like that. But that's what I think maybe he was doing it for.
Mm.
And then what would be funny with Dylan is if he did it just for the money, like the way he works when he's in there and stuff like that.
Yep.
It would it would be hilarious if his inside self was on the same type of demon time.
Mm-hmm. Because some of them, they seem like we know Kelly and we know kind of why Mark is there. Um, Everybody else still a little bit of a question mark, but just kind of like what y'all were saying, assuming they are having some sort of issue in their real life that's causing them depression or something, making it hard for them to want to go to work. So they figure, well, this is easy. So I don't even have to know I'm doing it. I can just go in, not even know I'm at work or remember, and go back to being depressed. And still be able to, make money and live. I would assume that's the biggest draw to doing the severed program, other than having some other kind of, just maybe you need the money. Like I said, the money might be, I don't know how good the money is for being on the program. So maybe it's the only job you can find that can help support your family. Um,
I'll say this. When we spoke about it earlier, and we all said, would we get severed? I personally wouldn't get severed, but I can understand why somebody would do it. I
mhm.
can understand.
Yeah, I can understand why someone would do it. For me, I would always hope I could find another way to not be that desperate.
I think that's the scariest part about it, like about the whole idea of a severance is that you can understand why somebody would do that.
Oh yeah.
And if it was a real thing, there would definitely be people doing it.
Mhm. Like I said, especially if you're that much in a depression where you don't feel like you can do anything, and like I said, it's not. I would hope I would never be in that low that I would want to give up that much of myself, because that is scary. Like I said, even me knowing I'm not depressed and not wanting to get up and do things, I wouldn't want. God, that is a lot. You're giving up. You are literally giving up part of your soul, in some regards. I just how good is this money again? Better be damn good.
Right, you putting like a timer on your soul, I guess you could call it. Like
Something.
you're giving up like a set amount of time of your soul. So you're right. Your existence. That's weird.
Yeah.
I definitely couldn't do it. But once again, I can see how and why people would do it, and the way things are going, there may be become a reality one day.
Yeah, it's true.
It just might.
Muncher says maybe Marcus is actually Martin. Have we checked if he has a tattoo? I have to put that on a list of things to look for in season 2. He could be. Marcus could be Martin. It has not been confirmed or debunked yet, so who knows? PM says true evil in this world
Mark is
depresses
more
me.
like a Kenny to me.
Mark, yeah, like a Kenny, yeah. Yeah, he's not very bright, but he's coming around.
I think Dylan is more like a boy.
Okay.
After the incident, after that he was on some boy time.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's the watermelon. There's one of the watermelon parties for Bert. He gets to retire. God, that's so sad. Like, you imagine this is the only time you get these things.
What does that really mean? Being retired?
You're no longer part of the Severed program.
Yeah, you're basically killing your innie.
That's brutal.
But supposedly you're not supposed to be able to be unsevered. So that's the part that I don't get.
No, I think he just turns it off. Like, it's not that he's going to be unsevered. He just doesn't come back to work anymore and make that switch.
Mm-hmm.
So this is something different than what happened with I can't remember the guy's name. The guy who
Petey.
Petey, yeah.
Yeah, Petey actually went to someone and they removed or they didn't remove it. They did whatever, like she was one of the ones that created the severed chip thingy, and they did whatever to try to make it so he wasn't severed anymore. And they didn't quite complete it, or he still needed to go back to her when he was having those problems because he wasn't able to be stayed fixed in one spot because his brain was trying to remember things that weren't. It's almost like the butterfly effect or something in the movie where you're trying to remember stuff and it's fucking your brain up because, again, your memories are getting mixed together with the past and the present and all that kind of stuff because your brain's be getting reworked again and it's like fucking it up.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I remember that effect in the movie.
But it was weird. Yeah. They essentially, I guess when you retire, you're just not going back to work. So again, could they ever bring you back in if they needed you? Sleeper agent.
Yeah, right.
Who's to say they couldn't? I mean, how would you stop them, right, Dana?
Pretty much.
When I started thinking about what's going on at this facility, at this company, I started thinking about stuff like what does their 401k plan look like?
Yeah.
what do the benefits look like?
Mm-hmm. Right, like how good was this job, man?
What kind of plans do you have for upward mobility? Like what? I started thinking about real world business questions.
The money couldn't have been that good either, because even the house that Mark's in, like, don't get me wrong, it's a very nice house, but not enough for me to be doing that.
Well, it's a company house, so I don't think he's even paying rent.
Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? Like, the money can't be that
The
good because they
whole
didn't look like
that's
everybody was
another
living like
thing.
the high
I'm glad you
life or
brought.
nothing. Looked like the people were still living normal, you know?
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. I think that him and Miss Corbell are the only people who stay on that street.
Yep. Know what he said.
Yeah, it's some other
And then,
weird
like,
stuff.
when we see the other two, Irving and Dylan at their house, like I said, they look like a normal, just normal residency, right? You know,
Right.
nothing middle class or so, nothing too fancy, but nothing, too poor or anything like that. But not to me, not enough to where I would have been wanting to go through this shit.
No, not at all.
I like you be giving me a little bit more than that,
And then Dylan as a child, like that's something that it would bother me as well. You
right?
you you live in this whole another life where you don't even know you don't know you have a child, and then I mean that's what really messed him up. Once he found out, he was like, "Forget this."
Mm-hmm. No, it got wild for them. They did not appreciate it. And he told them, "Yep, they got overtime. They can just yank your ass up whenever they want to." That was enough, pretty much for everybody. And then I think what was it for Irving? It was Bert's departure.
Yeah, yeah, he was in love with that guy
Mm-hmm. And had their forbidden love.
from different departments.
Mm-hmm. And poor Irving. What was it? Bert told him though at one point something about like he thinks the founder talks to him in other ways or whatever through dreams and stuff. So like the dude Irving was having his weird dreams. I was thinking, oh shit, we gonna get some weird. The founder is a ghost and he's haunting the halls of this bitch.
Well, Irving, he found some kind of way to hijack the severance process
Mm-hmm.
by um so the way I look at it is have you ever had a lucid dreaming experience?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right up
So
Scarlett's alley.
yeah, so you can teach yourself how to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, and it's different for different people, but it seems like that's kind of what he did. He kind of trained himself like whenever he sees a certain thing, then he knows he's severance and he can kind of start to break out of
Mm-hmm.
it a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Could be. Yeah, he was definitely starting to every like almost as if his outie, wasn't getting enough sleep, and so when he would pass out, he was seeing essentially to me what his outie was doing, because his outie was using the dark thick paint in order to create a lot of the same image over and over and over and over again, and it was like it was seeping into his any subconscious.
Yes. Um, so have you when you said you lucid dream,
Mm-hmm.
Scarlett, what was your trigger?
I don't, what do you mean, like the trigger, as in like I just know I'm in a dream?
Yeah,
Well, that's just because I just know I'm in a dream now. Like I
you
don't
did.
have a trigger per se. It's just essentially I don't. Most of my dreams are trippy anyway, so I essentially know I'm like, all right, I'm dreaming. So then it's pretty much you can do whatever you want to do. Like
That's
most of
fun.
my dreams are like they're not going to be like me at my house per se. Like oh, it's a normal day and I'm dreaming. Usually, like it's some weird. It's almost like a cross between like a video game, a movie, or some weird TV show that all like jam together. So I'm pretty like quick to know it's a dream.
Okay. Mine was like doors and the back of my hand. So anytime I saw like my hands in the dream, it would maybe kind of snap out of it. And then I was like, okay, I'm in a dream. Or if any kind of doors that I would have to go in and out of, I'd be like, oh, okay, this
Hmm.
is a dream.
Like I said, when I'm sitting, if I'm having a dream and there's people that I don't normally see, then I'm like, yep, that's a dream.
somebody in the chat said they put signs you're dreaming all around the room.
Yeah,
Well, that's what
they
she
did
did
that
in
from
Evil.
Evil. Yeah, she put a
Yeah.
sign because you're not supposed to be able to read in your dreams, but I beg to differ because I've been able to read in my dreams before.
It looks weird. I don't know.
It is weird. Dreams are weird though, because like they're so weird. If you really try to remember them, then you'll like because mine. There's a lot of like where you can actually feel pain, or you know like the senses are very heightened. So anything seeing in color or depth and being able to smell things that aren't really there, all those things are really more vivid in my dreams. And then, of course, once you know you're there, then you can just pretty much do whatever you want. But it's hard to control them because a lot of times, the more I try to control the dream lately, a lot of times the more it fades into a new dream.
Yeah.
So I've not done as much of the lucid dreaming because then it's more just a struggle. Like I'm more tired the next day when I lucid dream than when I don't. So I try to just let the dream do its thing. Otherwise, it's like I'll be like extremely exhausted the next day more than I was before because
As soon as
it's
I
too
realized,
vivid. It's like you're actually feel like you're physically doing stuff in the dream.
yeah. As soon as I realize I'm dreaming, I automatically go into a Dragon Ball Z fight. It's just I have the most fun in my dreams when I realize I'm dreaming.
Mm-hmm.
But oh, is that for real?
Oh, that was in the movie.
So it's Insidious is
But
supposed
see,
to be
I don't
based
know
on a
what
true story.
because see, I don't know if they were actually lucid dreaming though. They were more astral
Astral
projecting.
projecting. Yeah.
Um, lucid dreaming is slightly different because you're actually just in the dream. What they were doing was actually projecting their selves outside of their body, and they were in a different place.
They're messing with the red door and stuff.
Yeah, slightly different variation, at least in my opinion.
Same, another From reference.
Mm-hmm. There you go. And to be fair, when I read what I read off my cell phone in my dream, my cell phone disappeared. So take that as you will in the dream world. I don't know. The brain is a very trippy thing we don't understand fully.
Hey, I'm not. I don't think it's something that we're ever gonna understand fully
You know,
or
the brain
supposed
is
to.
weird. It's definitely weird stuff goes on. And then, there's just too many different things going off and chemicals in your brain. And then who knows what else is fucking around out there if you believe in such things. So there is just no telling. But no, dreams are fun. If you get into that sort of thing. And like I said, once you really like start to learn how to manipulate your dreams and have fun with them, then sometimes it don't go always the way you want it to go. Okay, you just fly in the sky and you're having a fun time, and then all of a sudden there's a thunderstorm that you flew into, and you just realize you didn't want to keep flying anymore because you couldn't control it. It happens.
Definitely.
There's a
And
scary. Good dream turns real scary real quick.
like I said, I figured that was what he was doing basically. He figured out a way to hijack his Severance self using that painting method that he was using with the black goo.
Yep.
And then also sleep depriving himself. That's also weird. So how are they getting sleep?
What do you
You
mean?
you live your day outside of work and then you go into work and work. When do you sleep?
Well, they sleep at night. Their outie sleeps at night.
So that means you give up if you sleep 8 hours a day
Mm-hmm.
and you work for 8 hours,
Yep.
you only have 8 hours.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. You got it.
Okay. I mean that's what most of us do on a daily basis, but I don't know. It just seems weirder when it's you don't get to experience those other 8 hours.
Yeah, as I said, all around, it's a interesting concept. To not know what's going on during those times of the day, but still be willing to give that up. Yeah, oh, that's a hard one to do. I don't know if I could quite. And of all things, for a corporation like this, like, oh, like that's the dude, right? That's the dude we see at the end, right?
That's honestly how. So I worked for a couple big corporations, and that's honestly how they present themselves. And when it comes to talking about their values or how they got started and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
it's it's almost it's almost like that. Like this is a extreme version of it, but it's almost just like that. Talking about the founders, like they're the founding forefathers or something like
I
that.
know, right? They just greatest thing since sliced bread or something. I don't know.
Yeah, well, we started in 1970 and blah blah blah. We started over here. We was a little company, and then we did you know, it's just a whole. And this is something that if you've ever worked for a corporation, they'll sit down and explain all this stuff to you. They'll sit down and make you learn it.
Mm-hmm.
They'll
You
make you
think?
go through modules. If you know what modules are, you know what I'm
Oh
talking
shit!
about.
I don't know. I don't want to know what a module is. I'm just kidding. Is it like a? I don't know why I'm thinking of like a fucking diagram.
It's like a program where you just teach yourself stuff, basically.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
that doesn't sound fun at all.
you have to uh pass with a certain score and stuff like that. But you can cheat.
Oh, okay.
It you can openly cheat. It's the weirdest thing. You can openly cheat. They just want you to have it on paper that you completed
Did
this.
it? Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up,
Mm-hmm.
Pagan Sky? The show comes back January 17th.
Yeah, January 17th. And that's coming soon too. That's less
Mm-hmm.
than
Yeah, just over a month.
5 weeks.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, but it can be very cold like. Oh, yeah. Also, we're going to watch the next episode of Silo here in just a little while at around 10:30 Eastern time. We're going to pile into the Discord and go check out the next episode of Silo. But we've just been hanging out, guys, and talking about Severance Season 1. We checked out the Season 2 trailer, and we've been just giving our thoughts and opinions on all things Severance. But yeah, I don't know, man. I can't wait to see the craziness that they're going to give us. Yeah, I don't know, man.
I'm ready to.
It was weird. It was a trippy show.
Once again, if they can keep the same pace as season one, I think it's a better show than From. Slightly better. I don't think From is a bad show at all,
Mm-hmm.
but Severance is something about the writing in Severance.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
yeah, the twists and the turns are a little bit sharper.
Mm-hmm. You haven't seen the trailer for this one? If you guys want to, we can show it again. Let's see. Let me bring it up and we'll watch the trailer. Why not? We watch it one more time. Let's bring it back. This is the trailer for Severance Season 2. Here we go.
Everything Everything they told you about Severance was a lie.
I give consent to sever my memories between my work life and my personal life.
We're not happy. We're miserable.
What is it we actually do here?
People forget.
My wife.
She's alive.
Who are you people?
Welcome back, Marcus. In a minute.
Come and join the party dressed to kill.
There you have it, guys. There it is, the trailer for
Good
season
stuff.
2.
Good stuff.
So yep, I cannot wait as well. It was crazy. Lots going on in it. Right? Like who are the new people? Who are the new people they have for him? He was gone for a minute, so is he still looking for his wife? Is Miss Cobell still part of the company? We got to see the elevator that looks like they're going to get to go down, so we can check that out hopefully in season 2. Yeah, there was a few little flashes in there. We saw what Dylan was someone that kind of looked like Dylan, but not Dylan. Like he was at his new trainee. Don't know.
Well, I feel like Dylan. I'm suspicious of all other departments. So all these new people, I don't know if they good or bad. You know what I mean? They could be a part of the company. They could be on their own thing.
They
There's
sure could.
and it's kind of funny. Like I can't. I hate to keep doing this, but it's a lot of things that I'm seeing this in different shows and stuff.
Yeah.
So in this show, they keep referring back to a rebellion and stuff like that, kind of like Silo.
Yeah.
And then it seems like the different departments have different stories on what happened with the rebellion.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder what these people are gonna have as far as a history on what's going on with the company and also the rebellion story.
Yeah, and I wondered if it was like a real rebellion or if it was one of them things that was like propaganda put in to separate the departments or cause like that fear between departments, or if it was really something that ever truly happened.
True. It could have been something that never even happened. You're right.
Just the way they want to manipulate. That's one of the core values was to manipulate. So I was curious to think of how much of any of that bullshit was actually real or just shit that was made up in order to manipulate people to have that loyalty to the company, you know, or to basically to the founder.
Whatever it was, if it was real or fake, just the idea of them maybe even finding out whether it was real or fake was enough to get Christopher Walken retired.
Yep.
It was right after that where he got retired.
Yep. He sure did. And
And
Faith, the new season airs I believe January 17th. So just over a month away. So not too long of a wait, guys, before season 2. So definitely get the season 1 rewatch in if you have not. I pretty much rewatched the whole season in the last couple of days. I didn't quite finish the last episode, but I refreshed enough of my memory on the season. So, and the first season was only 9 episodes, I believe. So, they're giving a shorter season, so they're really not too hard to catch up on, especially if you only got one season to get through. So, there's definitely plenty of time left. Oh, the dance party scene. I don't know if I have that. I know I don't have it loaded up to StreamYard. I do not know if I still have it in my folder. Oh man. I don't know if I still have that actually. Let's see. Let's just see. It'll be at the end of that one. Alright, hang on 1 second. Oh, wrong button. We'll get there in just a second. Alright, here we go.
Hello, refiners.
Ooh, sweet melon bar.
Hi, Mr. Milchek.
Helly, welcome. I'm agog at how well I can tell you're already fitting in. The office feels whole.
This actually is split between them, I think. I think this
Now,
was the
let's get this party started.
dance party up with
Wow. Okay.
This part of the dance party. You get part of the dance party scene.
Everybody got to get up and dance.
Yeah. You got it. Perfect.
I started this to go check, but he was getting down to that dance party though.
He was.
Yeah, all the flavors.
Dylan about to snap.
Irvin, what you got? Let's see it.
Go Irvin. Go Irvin. Got it.
Yeah. The only one not dancing.
Yeah, you should have known not to mess with that man. I kind of feel like he kind of was asking for it a little bit. Like, look at that. What the hell you doing to that man's head like that? There you go. Itty bitty. We all know what happens after. But no, that was wild. Like I said, you shouldn't have messed with that man. He was all bobbing his head all back and forth on him, and dude was not looking very happy. So I mean, he kind of got what he asked for.
Yeah, he was very comfortable in his personal space.
Mm-hmm. Was uncalled for. Very much so uncalled for. Let's see what else we got. Yes, Megan, we had an awesome time with you guys as well, hanging out in the Discord. And again, we'll be hanging out tonight after the stream. And depending on when we end, we might end a little bit earlier than time for the Discord watch party for Silo. But either way, after the stream, usually me and Dana will go hang out, get us a little drink break, get our snacks ready, so we go do the watch party. So we'll be hanging out in there again tonight for you guys. And as always, we enjoy hanging out with you guys and talking. Let's see what else. I'm excited to understand the point of the scene. Yeah, they were doing, it was, I think he was just trying to get everybody in a different headspace, and he was trying to get everybody all happy, and he thought the perks and stuff were going to make everybody be chill. And dude, it was just not chill. It was not the time for a melon party.
No, it was not.
He was not having it.
Dylan did not appreciate those melon balls.
Or that head bob, like the bobbing of the head, like.
Yeah, that was egregious.
Like personal space, yo. He didn't get up to dance. He was not happy. he said hell to the nah. And he bit the man. He was not having fun at the party. He said hell no. You should have stayed away. He got bit. He broke the skin. Poor guy. Like I said, I kind of feel like he was like slightly asking for it, man. You gonna go fuck around with dude on overtime, and then you're gonna be like, "We'll get you some real good perks." No,
Yeah, I
bro.
think the point of the scene was um, one of the big things about Dylan was that he was like a company man. He
Mm-hmm.
always wanted to excel and get the rewards and perks. But after he found out that he had a child, it changed him.
Mm-hmm.
Like fundamentally. Like it changed who his character was. He wasn't playing around no more.
Mm-hmm. He was
And I
really
think
not playing.
that's actually what I want to see the most in the next season. I want to see how Dylan is going to be reacting to everything because I know he's on a different level now.
Mm-hmm. Right, all of them. Irving, like they were not happy.
Yeah, Irving was pretty peed off too.
And how are they all going to respond? Where are they going to place them? Are they retired? Or we know Mark S is not, but what happened to Helly and Irving and Dylan seem to still be working sort of for the company in some capacity, or maybe for the police. We don't know. He was at a desk. We know that.
And then what's the point? Why not fire them? Why keep
Yeah.
them and make them go through this? Like, I guess we'll figure that out. But
Yeah, in fact, they took Irving's boyfriend. I know. He retired. But he had a family though. Bert had a family. He had a wife, I think, or something. Husband. He had somebody. I remember he was at home with somebody. I can't remember if it was a husband or a wife. But Bert had a significant other. So how does that work? If you're any cheats on your Audi's husband or wife, how does that work? Like, is your Audi responsible for your innie's cheating?
I don't know, because since the innie knows nothing about their Audi, they don't know whether they're with someone or not.
Mm-hmm.
So you really can't consider it cheating because they're two separate, like, people almost.
I know, right? It's confusing as shit. I don't know if there's enough therapy for that.
There isn't. There really isn't.
You gotta have therapy with yourself.
vegans die of starvation.
Uh,
But uh Milchek is gonna have to use the company policy to get that fixed as well.
mm-hmm.
I think that I think there's some type of outside connection with Milchek and Dylan.
It could be.
They could be brothers. You know what I mean? They don't have to be in a relationship or nothing like that. I mean, it could be anything, but I think they have some type of outside relationship.
Mm. Could be, could be. And again, optics. What the fuck? They get hatchets, weird little cars. They get all kinds of shit in optics.
Right.
Like, I mean, at first I thought it was just like, the paintings and like little decor shit around the office. But they had more shit back there than that.
So Dylan took one of those cards.
Mm-hmm. That's what he had to do. That's why he went to did the thing.
And they knew he took it. How did they know he took it?
They're watching them. They got cameras everywhere.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
they're like friggin' watching them like hawks.
Okay. Okay. So that leads me into the elevator. How how does that work out? What are you guys' theory on how that works out as far as the
I don't know
system
if
they
the
use
elevator
to stop people
truly.
from getting stuff out?
Yeah, I don't know if the elevator can truly do that. I think they just watch them enough that I don't know
So,
if it's a true. I think it's another one of the manipulative things that it makes you think that because again they're watching them like a fucking hawk.
hmm.
But then again, I wouldn't put it past them to have some kind of weird ass fucking technology.
That's I think that's the biggest mystery because there are there's 100 different ways you can use to try to get a message out that somebody should not be able, even if they are watching you 100%
Mm-hmm.
of the day and stuff like that. There's a bunch of different ways you can try to get a message out. And
Yeah,
I don't see how they can stop that every time.
I'm not sure. They kind of showed some of the ways that with Helly trying to get out, but yeah, we don't really know. The
Yeah.
faith and repentance says, I thought those were exercise cards at first, but bottom right corner looks like he's choking someone out. Yeah, it's like looks like the things you need to know in the office to defend yourself. As Susie says, yeah, defense class, yes, for the office. When your coworker gets out of hand, remember personal space. You gotta have personal space, and sometimes you just gotta choke a motherfucker out. It happens. It's corporate. Things get stressful.
All right.
We had some weird, interesting little things they put in there that don't make a whole lot of sense, but are just kind of there. But again, we'll just have to wait until the next season to see what they give us and what maybe any of it means, if anything, right? Because again, it seems like the corporation's about manipulation. The Severance program in and of itself is full manipulation. So where they're going to take that, who knows? The whole setup for their job, everything about what the individuals in the Severance program are exposed to, that they do, their whole day is about manipulating them to sort of be in this cult-like state with the company. So we'll just have to wait and see, I guess.
Even the building's friggin' weird. Like, even the whole building setup is fucking bizarre.
Yeah, the parking lot and stuff.
Like all the hallways, and it's like so white and clean and shiny and
yes, you're absolutely right. So if whenever they're walking through the hallways, if you're following how where they're going and stuff like that, it never makes sense.
It's like a maze.
Yeah, it's weird. That's a good observation.
like that's what I'm saying. Like, even the building is like meticulous in how it's like created and laid out and like planned.
Definitely weird, that's for sure.
And then how many floors are there?
And we
Because
don't
it
know.
seems like we only experience things on one floor for the most part.
Oh yeah. Right, Amy, I'd be lost too. That's why they had to draw the map out. I'd be so lost in that place. But I love how like Mark got the key card just as they were getting locked up in their department where they couldn't leave again, and then miraculously security dies and Mark gets a key card. It's worked out like that. But we'll just have to wait and see. I have Victor get me out. He might. He knows how to get through the caves. Well, actually, Tabitha kind of helped him. Maybe Tabitha, she'll find the water and lead you out. Was it you supposed to just keep going left, or is it you keep going right? Do you follow left and you find your way out? I don't know. Something like that. We're gonna be lost, Dana.
Pretty much.
Before you go into a corporate building, pack yourself a nice little backpack of snacks and waters. You might be in there for a while. A week later, you emerge from the corporate jungle. Said, bring lots of snacks. You don't want to eat theirs. Fuck, their vending machine has beets in it. The fuck wants to eat dried beets? Look, I'm not saying I wouldn't eat a dried beet, but that is not the snack I go for out of a vending machine.
No, it's not. I do not want no fucking beets as my friggin' like midday snack. Like, what sounds good today? Let's go for those dried beets.
Don't get me wrong. I've had the dried like beets and sweet potato chips and stuff like that. They're not bad. Don't get me wrong, but I guarantee you those in that vending machine were not anywhere near as good as the ones you get in the bag at the store. And again, not necessarily my favorite go-to snack out of the vending machine. They're already overpriced there. You go for like, I don't know, fucking candy bar or something. God, that's depressing.
Right?
No, I take the raisins or the peanuts before I would take the beets. God. That was like, I don't know why. When I say that was soul crushing, I was like, oh God, that's your options. And that's all they get to eat too, right? Like that's not like they're innies, the people in that office. It's not like they get to go home and experience a burger or candy bar. No, their whole life that they know of is what's in that office. So it's beets, raisins, peanuts, and what was it, mabe or whatever the little bean things, edamame or edamame.
But even when he goes home, he lives in a looming house.
I know, but at least he got to eat regular food.
Yeah. Well,
Okay,
we're assuming no. When they were sitting down for that dinner, they weren't eating food.
Yeah, but he still has the opportunity to go out and eat like regular food.
That was another weird thing. How are you having a dinner with a bunch of people and y'all are not eating food?
That's because they're a weird group. That whole book club they got going on is weird. His brother-in-law.
Ricken,
yeah.
But yeah, as far as them not being able to know what's going on with the company and when it comes to the food that they're eating and the housing that they're living in, and he lives on a street where it's like only him and her, like all that kind of stuff. The parking lot, all that kind of stuff.
It's weird. Definitely a weird, interesting show to check out where they're going to take it. We don't know, but I can't wait to see. Like I said, we got less than just over a month. I'm sorry, until the next season airs, and we'll get to see what the hell happened to everybody. Left us on a pretty good cliffhanger. We got to see quite a bit on the last couple episodes of the season, and that last episode definitely let us know exactly how, or at least to a degree, how far this company goes and the extent to what they're willing to do. So we'll get to see where it goes. Just thinking, Dana, we had any things we need to ask? I was trying to remember, did you have anybody you needed to make sure that they got in touch with you for anything, or were you good with all the giveaway stuff? I know Dana's wrapping some of that stuff up, guys, and getting all the orders ready for the giveaways.
Let me pull up my list. Give me 1 second.
Because I know we might have had a few people who have not reached out or Dana's not been able to get in contact with. So she will let you guys know in just a second who that is. And if you haven't contacted her, please do, because we will have a cutoff date for that. And if you have not claimed your prize, then we will give it to a runner-up that was decided on our mystery giveaway in the Discord.
Yes. Somebody by the name of Samuel LL Wright. I have not been able to find him. He won a talisman on Jeremy's stream. and then somebody by the name of Lady Stoneheart. I have not been able to locate and find. And I sent a message to Melissa. She just has not responded to me yet. I sent a message to her in the Discord. And Almostrosi, ALMOSTROSEY. I also sent you a message in the Discord, and they have not responded. And that's it. Everything else has been officially claimed.
All right. So if your name was called, or if you know these individuals, guys, let them know to reach out to Dana and claim their prize. Again, if they have not, where we give it the cutoff, we give it like another week.
Yeah, about that, because that should be enough time. Because I just finished talking to Nick. He's going to be sending me out the keychains. So it typically takes like a week for me to get anything from him. So I'm going to basically use that to be the time, because once those come in, I'm going to start shipping out. So
yeah, thank you for that, PM. And the cutoff date, let's see, we'll make it for next Sunday. So by the end of next weekend, Monday morning, if we have not heard from anyone, then those prizes will forfeit their claim, and we will give those out to the runner-ups. So that will be to the 16th. So if we have not heard anything by the 16th that morning, we will be giving those to the next runner-ups.
Yes, and we will be having another mystery Christmas giveaway coming up. So just look out for the announcement. It's going to be the same thing that we did in the Discord, but I believe this time we are making the rule that you have to be present, or are we not making that the rule?
That is the rule. Not only we will do a similar thing where we have the channel unlocked, you will have access to it to type in the hashtag. I don't know what that is just yet, but we'll figure that out. And then when the giveaway actually happens in the Discord, if you are not in the voice channel room with us during the Discord, when we are drawing the prizes, then we will draw another name. So that way everyone can be there to participate and hang out and have some fun with some giveaways.
Yep, I figured as soon as we settle up with Robert and figure what day we're going to do the Christmas stream with him, that'll be the day that we'll do the giveaway in the Discord right after. Keep it all Christmas themed.
And these are different lights or the same lights?
They are different.
Okay, so yes, these shouldn't be like, we're not going to consider these like the same winners if they won previous lights?
Correct.
Okay.
They are completely different. Nick made some new designs and some new looking things. The only ones that are the same are the Lost lights, but he mixed it up a little bit and gave us some different like hatches and stuff.
Okay. Well, I cannot wait to see where all that goes and who the lucky winners will be on that one. So keep notifications on, join the Discord to keep yourselves informed of all of the fun things that we will be doing on the channel and in the Discord. And again, in about just under an hour and a half, we're probably going to already be in the Discord shortly after the stream. But we will start the Silo Watch Party in just under an hour and a half to check out the next episode. And then let's see, this weekend I believe we're going to try to start some D&D action possibly. So we'll be jumping into a little Christmas campaign that we cannot wait to jump into. I know I cannot wait to save Santa and eat some gingerbread evil men.
We will try, but I see there are some questions in the chat. Yes, when we're doing a giveaway for a single item, you're only allowed to win one. So for the talismans, you were only allowed to win one. For the lights, you were only allowed to win one. Same thing with the t-shirts. When it's something like that, we tend to keep it one per person to make it fair to everybody. And the Lost Light, Susie, I could post some pictures of the Lost Lights. Nick 3D printed some cool lights of the Dharma hatches. So they're pretty cool looking. Nope, you're good. You're good, Susie. They're two separate items, so you didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, you were good. We didn't change anything on that. That was always the rule. If you won one talisman in one of the giveaways, then that was it. The same thing with the t-shirts. Just to make sure that everybody had a chance to win some, because those were some of the high items. And those were all considered. We considered all those like one giveaway, just in different parts. So the Christmas giveaway is like a totally different giveaway from those. So if you won anything in any past giveaway, you don't have to worry about eligibility. You will be allowed to participate in the next giveaway. So it's like a clean slate. Everybody will be able to participate, unless I believe we're the only thing is if you are not in the United States, that will be the only thing that will make you not eligible, unless you have some sort of PO box or address to send it to in the United States. Because of customs, Dana has a lot of hard times with it, and ended up just the person not being able to claim the item, get the item, or just getting lost in customs.
Yeah. That's just overseas. Canada, you're fine. I've sent stuff to Canada. We had a winner from Canada, and that's fine. But just, when I have to send things overseas, it's a nightmare.
Mm-hmm. But again, we'll make sure we reiterate the rules and try to put some of that stuff a little bit better in the Discord, under the channels and stuff as we go. Start to learn as we go. But like I said, we can't wait to see where this next season goes. And again, this month is crazy for everybody, so we will definitely be trying to fit some streams in here, there, and everywhere. I know our next because we are watching Silo, so we're going to try to get some Silo streams in next week. I'm not sure what the schedule is. I'm not going to lie. The schedule is going to get really changed up for the next month or so, just because of holiday stuff. So a lot of things, family, that in general, trying to keep up with family and the end of a semester in school for the kid and everything like that. So we're definitely going to try to keep up with everything, and we're going to do Silo. I'm trying to think of what else. I know we're going to do the Frommies. We're going to try to do that around New Year's. I'm still not sure. We haven't set a full date yet. I want to do it New Year's Eve, but just like again with holidays and family and stuff like that, I'm trying to make sure all those kind of things are set up and set aside for. So if nothing else, we'll definitely ring in the new year afterwards with a little Frommies, a little nominations. We're going to try to get those set up through the next couple weeks. We pretty much have categories. We're going to try to do one category where we let you guys sort of pick it. We're going to try to set that stuff up in the Discord so you guys will see what the categories are, be able to throw in your nominations, even let us know of like a clip or something you want from one of the episodes that may go with your nomination. So we'll have all that stuff for that stream as well. And I'm trying to think of what else we have going on coming up. I know my brain is... I feel like I lost my brain somewhere for a second.
I know we have so many things in the works. We have so much stuff in the works.
But yeah,
but I'm just excited to get back into D&D and have some fun.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna be a fun Christmas.
Yeah, the Frommies are gonna be our own little fun, sort of lighthearted Grammys, if you will, our own sort of award show for From, and we got. Let me see. Let me find my page. All right, we got. These are the categories we have thus far, which would be the most sus award. So you got people like Claire, Tilly, Donna. Sorry, Dana. You got the best troll award. Best troll we got for, and we're doing this based off season 3. So we got Jukebox, the vision of Jasper getting Jade there at the end. Victor's memories, but they just troll the shit. Victor just be trolling the fuck anyways. Dale, he's be saying some trolling shit. The monster, Nurse Monster, she did a good little trolling boy. We got the best death, so that'll be a category. We got one for the what's actually we're going to turn into 2 categories. So it's like the most memorable quote, and that's going to be most heartfelt, or like the most like the funniest quote.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah, so we're going to let you guys, that's pretty much what we have so far with that. We'll let you guys come up with one of the categories as well. So you guys start thinking about a category that you guys would like that I haven't already kind of mentioned. And we'll start that. I know we're going to set that up hopefully this next week in the Discord. So we try to get all that worked out and definitely try to get some other things going. And again, might even try to throw in another from stream here or there. I know there's still so much to dive into with that. I haven't even gotten a chance to do a rewatch, Dana. My goodness, I want to get back into that for sure.
I know
a lot of good things to talk about.
We've been cooking in the Discord with the Lost and From stuff.
I know. I saw you a PM and was it Amy or Debbie? I know some of you ladies, you guys was in there cooking the other night. I like the was it the Old Maid references that y'all were putting in there and some of the other things. So definitely some stuff to look at and definitely some things to still go over and from. So that is definitely not closed yet. Those chapters are not done completely yet. We're still have a little bit more to dive into with those for sure.
Yes.
But yeah, guys, I think for tonight, we're going to get ready to shut it down, at least for now. And again, come hang out with us in the Discord after the stream. We'll probably be in there. Probably take us about 15 minutes or so. And then we'll probably hop in the Discord. And then at 10:30, we will start Silo, I believe episode 4. I'm saying that, Dana, because I can't. I feel bad. I want to say we're episode 4. A lot of different shows, so my brain starts to mess up on where we're at with some of these things. But yes, so we will definitely be checking that out tonight with you guys. And then next week we'll hopefully be able to start on some Silo streams and see where you guys are going with the season so far. But yeah, again, thank you all for joining us tonight. Happy Friday. If you're not going to come hang out with us in the Discord, hope you are going to have an awesome Friday night and a great weekend. This countdown to Christmas and lots of fun things and a bright and glorious New Year. Right, Dana?
We're going to try.
Yeah, I told you.
I will not make any promises.
Look, you already know he can't come out the Hudson. No Godzilla coming out the Hudson. We said no.
Please no. Please no. My bingo card is almost full, and I don't want to know what's going to happen if I get bingo.
Yeah. We don't want to hit bingo. But yes, thank you all for joining us tonight, and thank you, Ray, as always, for hanging out with us, hon. Always glad to have you with us.
Hey, thank you guys for having me.
Anytime.
Yes.
You'll come hang out with some Silo action after?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm down for Silo, From, and Severance. You know, those are my triple threat. So I'm here for it.
Nice. Well, there you go, guys. So you know where we're going to be at in a little bit. So come hang out with us there as well. And yeah, just hope you guys have a good night, man. It's a Friday, right? If it's Friday, look, it's the South, so you know, it's football season, right? Go somebody. Go team. There, I don't have to specify.
Yay, sports.
That's right. But yeah, guys, thank you again for joining us. Have a good night, and we will see you all later in the Discord, or hopefully later when we play some D&D this weekend. Until then, have a good one, guys.
Paint me a scene, city in color, the way that you see, the way you see it. Don't you wish that I could give you, I could give you everything. racing, can't fall asleep. I got my mind in a throw, weightless, floating through the day. Trust that I'll be okay. I'm happy alone, but a little go. Waiting for you. Wait until you realize. Waiting for you. Wait until you realize. If you wanna run ahead, I'll meet you where the water meets the earth we cling to. If you wanna find the edge, I'll come too. I could run